It's brand spanking newscaping. It's a world exclusive. Please welcome to the stage, the man in the know, Mart Fat Jim.
Hello, RuneFest! Come on! Yeah! There is a lot of you in here. This is terrifying. Now, as we're all here, I think we need one big RuneFest shout. So after 3, we're going to all shout RuneFest, okay? 1, 2, 3. RuneFest! That was awesome. I say it sounds awesome up here. So we're here on the main stage, RuneFest 2014, and we have a very special announcement. As you've probably already seen, I'm not wearing a RuneFest t-shirt. I've got something very different on. I and the team, most of which are down here, some over in the corner over there, are really, really proud to be here, and especially to be on the main stage today. It's absolute pleasure. We're going to be announcing a brand new RuneScape game. Yes, come on! It's a game of a new genre, new gameplay, new visuals, but it's all RuneScape. I was going to keep you on your edge of the seats for a little while. I was going to tempt things along, but let's cut to the chase. Let's get straight into things. The team and I are extremely proud to unveil to you exclusively at RuneFest, to everyone here and everyone watching at home, our new game. Let's roll video. Fantastic. This is Chronicle, RuneScape Legends. In our search for a new game, we believe we've discovered something truly new, something truly unique, and something we managed to capture the heart of the RuneScape experience within a brand new genre. Chronicle isn't a game you've seen before. This isn't an attempt to clone something out already there. Chronicle is a game that follows in RuneScape's footsteps. Where once RuneScape broke new ground and set new standards, we believe Chronicle can do the same, but in a new age and a new genre. Before we delve deeper into all that Chronicle has to offer, I want to first explore why we're even here, why we're even talking about a brand new game, and how we came to be here today at RuneFest. Slides. We all love RuneScape, and we continue to heavily invest time, effort, and resources into new and exciting pieces of content for release almost every week. But we always felt that RuneScape, how it has expanded over the last 14 years, that the universe we have created has more breadth to hold more. Something new, another game to help create new experiences in the rich landscape of Gielinor. So we set out a new objective, to design a unique new game within the RuneScape universe for tablet, mobile, and PC. We wanted to build something completely new to extend the great RuneScape universe not only to new platforms, but to new genres and beyond. We wanted to create a new generation of game that could partner the old master and emulate some of its greatest talents in new and interesting ways. We wanted to deliver something that could expand RuneScape, adding to the rich tapestry and fill the gameplay gaps that the RPG genre could no longer do. This isn't an add-on, this isn't a successor or a patch. Chronicle is a brand new gameplay experience that will sit alongside your normal night of RuneScape gaming. Although we wanted to create something new, we also wanted our core audience to be all of you, the RuneScape players. We didn't want to create anything that opposed RuneScape ideals, but instead something that embodied the same core principles that bring you back each day, bring you back from the rest of the UK, from America, Australia, all over Europe and the rest of the world to be here supporting this amazing game. We wanted the heart of the RuneScape experience in our new game. To do this, we need to ensure we captured the feel of RuneScape play, bring across the same characters, ensure all of you, the community, the awesome community, hear it up for the community, come on. Could simply and easily join in. And most importantly, bring the same sense of wonder that RuneScape provides. We wanted to take all of these core principles and create fresh, exciting experiences within them. So let's start that journey. To understand how Jagex and the RuneScape team in particular begins to create a brand new game, we need to go back in time. Before the full team had come together, we started a small ideas factory. With a team of just 4 members, we embarked on a journey toward a brand new game. In order to get a feel for how far we've come since those early days, we need to go back to Jagex HQ in Cambridge and watch the game come to life. Roll video. Welcome to Jagex HQ. We're here to show you how we come up with new ideas and explore the road to RuneFest. In order to get to the heart of where things began, we need to go back to January, an exciting time where new tools, processes, and a sense of adventure allowed us to begin exploring the idea of a new game within the RuneScape universe. We were able to step out of our comfort zone and begin thinking about what experiences the RuneScape universe could offer if we went beyond the walls of the browser, or even the RPG genre itself.
We took 3 core values from the existing RuneScape experience, onto which we could build new ideas. Number 1, progression, the ability to take a character or ourselves through a journey and grow from it. Number 2, lean back gameplay, the ability to play the game at your own leisure, at your own pace and without pressure. Number 3, automation, the ability to have some elements of the game play out by themselves.
These tenets began to paint a picture of a lighter, laid-back style of game that could embody some of the best elements of RuneScape, but also be something that could be played alongside it.
With a clear set of goals and underlying design pillars, we began the process of defining a concept to bring everything together. This was quickly filled by Hero Manager, a simple concept that allowed for swathes of potential game ideas to exist within it.
Hero Manager revolved around the idea of delivering guidance or instruction to a character in order to help them grow into a great hero, all without direct control.
As we were building the Hero Manager prototypes, we started to want slightly nicer visuals, as you can only look at a floating white box for so long. Stu, our artist on the team, then spent many months taking inspiration from all walks of life, and then Dungeon Dude was born. Dungeon Dude went on many adventures. He ran through dungeons, screaming at monsters while slaying them, went on quests, worked out with his weights at home, drank beer, and went to bed. Occasionally, he would drink too much beer or would not be able to fit through his front door.
While Hero Manager and the prototypes it spawned were both interesting and in some cases good fun, we never really found anything that grabbed us. We knew in order to get you excited, we had to be really excited first. Then in our normal weekly catch-up, we started to discuss how our prototypes were all built around the idea of preparing a character for a quest.
So we thought to ourselves, instead of creating gameplay around the quest, why don't we make the quest the focus? Instead of building a character for a quest, we would build a quest for a character. This ignited the creative juices once again, and we immediately began generating some new ideas.
The idea of building a quest was so exciting to us that we wanted to get started immediately. Building things digitally takes time, so instead we opted to start making the game on paper. This enabled us to explore if it was something that had any chance of working.
Quite literally, we sat down in the studio canteen with post-it notes and pens and started to create bits of a quest. A post-it note might be a monster, or it might be a merchant or a boss, and we sat there with dice and started to play it. The beauty about this was we could test an idea in mere seconds. We tried an assortment of different flows, mechanics, and objectives, and built new ones as fast as we scrapped them. As we played and refined this card game, we became increasingly convinced that we had found an idea that was fun, exciting, and worth taking forward into a digital form.
The concept of a quest builder was growing in strength, and our prototyping in both paper and digital varieties solidified our belief in the idea. What we needed now was a striking visual style that could support our new vision.
We knew that the apple shouldn't and couldn't fall too far from the tree when it came to our RuneScape heritage, so we began toying with different visual influences and concepting new versions of some of our favourite RuneScape characters and locations. We delved into the heart of many inspirations for current and upcoming RuneScape releases.
As a cohesive vision began to manifest itself, we knew that when coupled with our new gameplay mechanics, we had the potential for an awesome new game within the RuneScape universe. So this is our story so far. Let's leave Cambridge and find out where the journey has brought us. Back to you at RuneFest. An absolutely amazing journey that brings us back here and now at RuneFest. But let's get back to Chronicle and explore some of the finer details of the gameplay, visual design, and content that it has to offer. But I'm going to need some help now. So please welcome to the stage Chronicle Senior Designer, ModFox30, Pete Brisbane.
Hey! Wow, there's a lot of you all of a sudden. Oh, that's amazing. Jim, you've got a nice looking book there, I see.
I know.
I've got a bigger one.
It's very fetching.
Great. Yeah, absolutely. It's an absolute honour, an absolute pleasure to be on this stage again in front of all you folks. Last year, I was up here talking about the RuneScape companion app. This year, I'm up here talking about Chronicle. And we're really, really excited about this new game. So, what is Chronicle? Where's our PowerPoint?
It's back.
There we go, it's back. Brilliant. So, Chronicle, in its simplest form, is a quest-building, collectible card game set in the rich RuneScape universe. But what does that mean, I hear you ask? Well, if you think Chronicle is like other CCGs, you would be mistaken. Chronicle takes the essence of an RPG experience, building a hero, and gives you a unique set of tools to accomplish that. Drawing from the huge universe of RuneScape, the characters, the creatures, the items, the locations that you are all familiar with, they all have a presence within Chronicle. Then, using cards, you will be able to build your very own quests, which then you can help to develop heroes.
Roll next video, please.
Okay.
There's always a hiccup.
That's fine, that's fine. So, Chronicle is a game about building quests, which means it's also a game about stories. Not ones that we as developers or me and Jim have written, but you as players will get to decide. As this magical, great, magnificent book opens, many possibilities stretch out before you. The world of Gielinor is your canvas, while the palette of cards that you hold in your hand get to decide what actually happens. You get to write on the very pages, chronicling, so I managed to get that in there, the adventures undertaken by some of RuneScape's most iconic characters.
Roll next video, please. Chronicle is like no other card game you may find out there now. Our commitment to creating something truly new not only flows through the gameplay, but the presentation too. It isn't enough for us to simply have a board or a table to play on. The landscape of Gielinor is so rich and memorable, both to us and to all of you, that we felt that the world of RuneScape needed to come to life within Chronicle. Out of the book, we are growing all new versions of iconic landscapes from the world of Gielinor. Using the magic of Chronicle, we have recreated lands from Caridian Desert to the Feldip Hills. Unique representations of our favourite landmarks from one little book. Bursting to life and rendered in new levels of detail, we're seeing Gielinor in ways we've never seen before. Capturing the unique style of RuneScape and adding our own spices into the mix has created a wonderful, unique visual style that permeates through every page of Chronicle. Next video, please. Oh no, sorry, my bad, cards.
So, RuneScape is a game sprawling with massive depth, making it a treasure trove of wonderful characters, items, and locations for us to be inspired by. In the game, we have two types of card. We have the fight card. These are your creatures that your legend will fight in order to gain rewards. And then we have the adventure card, a card that can spend gold in order to gain powerful bonuses. And here they are. Each card is unique and can have a variety of effects in the game, which we'll explore in a little more detail later on.
Unlike RuneScape, your character won't be the one on the battlefield. Within Chronicle, the greatest heroes from Gielinor are being brought together to be your pawns in battle. You'll get the chance to take control of classic characters from all over the RuneScape lore. Each character will have its own unique set of cards, designed around a specific playstyle within Chronicle's unique gameplay systems. Chronicle also takes these characters to new levels of 3D detail, all rendered at high levels of detail that have never been able to be achieved up until now. We've started out with two legends onto which we can build some exciting levels of play. First, we have Linza, the weapon master. In Chronicle, she will use her mastery of smithing and to craft weapons, earn gold, and outfox her opponents with depth and strength in her inventory. And Raptor, the tank. Raptor's sheer weight of armor and physical intimidation makes breaking it down a mighty challenge. Skillfully using powerful armor boosts, the Raptor is a mighty challenge within Chronicle. These two great legends are just the beginning. We'll need your help in guiding what characters will make it into the final roster of Chronicle's characters. So, gameplay.
Yeah, enough talking, let's just have a look at the game.
Absolutely. So if we can roll that video that I accidentally suggested you roll before. Fantastic.
Cool. So this is the Chronicle book. This amazing, magnificent, embossed, magical tome.
So as we come into the game, we want to make sure that when you're coming to Chronicle for the first time, that you can use your RuneScape account. So you simply pop it in, and then we open the book for the first time to see what's inside.
This is our main menu.
We can first go into a multiplayer game and see what different legends we can choose from to start off with. As we mentioned, the Raptor is big, hulking tank. He's going to take all of the damage and focus on boosting both his armor and his health values. In each character, you can see different types of deck collections. So we've got fight cards and adventure cards. Next, we can have a look at the Linza character.
So, Linza is our smith. She's all about getting swords and improving them, giving them better attack damage, giving them more durability, making them last for longer. She is the force of being able to create some of the best weapons inside Chronicle. And what you'll see here, you can see the split of the fight and adventure cards, so you get a sense of how those decks and how those characters are actually built.
Roll next video, please. Now we're going into the game. We've selected our characters. We can see who we're battling against. So it's me versus ModFox30 over here. And we're now going to get to see the level build, rising out of the book, and see us. We can now draw from the two decks of cards that we've mentioned before.
Yeah. So on our left here, we've got the adventure card. So these are where all our allies and all our locations are. And then on the right, we've got our fight cards. So these are the big creatures. We've got things like Virago, we've got General Grador. He's always a bit of an issue currently. But from this point, the player can then decide to choose either of these cards to construct hands. And then, using those hands, be able to play them into the world of Gielinor.
So we played this game already earlier this week, and we've had ourselves a little bit of a game, and we're going to go and skip now onto round 3 and see the final battle between our two characters. So if you roll next video, please. So now we've skipped ahead. We're on the 3rd round. Both of our characters have taken a pretty much of a pounding, and we've also picked up a bunch of different resources for us to use. So we can check out Lindsay down here. We're seeing things from the perspective of Fox 30. I'm on the other side of the table. I can't see his cards, and he can't see mine, so he doesn't know the different strategies that we're putting together with all these cool characters and items from the RuneScape universe. So we're just now having a look at our first card here, which is Virago. We've got some of the most amazing characters in the game. We're bringing them back to life within Chronicle. So each one you can see has got an attack and a health value. Those are the things we need to break down and we need to get past in order to pick up the rewards, which are at the bottom of the cards. We can also see that Virago's got his own effects. So he takes less damage every time we hit him. So we know he's going to be an even more difficult foe than some of the other cards we're going to interact with. But he also gives us toughness, which is going to give us the same effect once we defeat him.
Yeah. Then, here's an example of our adventure card. So Lindsay has access to the golden hammer. And what that does is if she spends the correct amount of gold and covers the cost, then it will increase her weapon attack by 4. But it also gives her 2 armor. So again, these cards are all about really calling out to her crafting skills and her smithing skills as a character of RuneScape.
As we start to build these decks, we can start to construct lots of different strategic ways of playing different items in the RuneScape universe together to create interesting gameplay mechanics. We're now looking through and we've got a bunch of different cards we want to play. We can see the slots, which are these magical shafts of light coming from the environment, and we're going to pop our cards into those slots to form a quest.
Yeah. So what I'm doing now, I'm deciding what sequence of a quest I want to build. So I'm thinking, well, I've got 14 gold right now, so yeah, kicking off with the golden hammer, improving my attack, that's a strong opening move. I've already got a bit of a weapon down here, let's improve that. And then I'll take it through, and I'll slaughter the ogre, I'll encounter Bent Nose and Walkface, and carry on.
Now we're into the battle. This is the first time Modfox 30 has seen my cards. So I'm just going to take on a rat to start off with, build up my gold, so that I can spend it on some more interesting things to do damage. We can see we've got the Highwayman up next. Now he's got a really interesting ability which steals a weapon.
You stealing my weapon?
Yep, stolen it. It's gone.
That's just not fair. So I assumed I was going to have a weapon throughout all of this, and now I'm just down to my base attack after Jim has just very, 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 very rudely just stolen it away.
So as we progress through, I'm now smashing the different creatures to death, picking up the rewards, and I'm looking pretty strong now. But there's always a sting in the tail.
I'm having a bit more trouble here. I thought I'd get through this sequence of creatures a lot faster, but that's all right, because I actually had a backup plan.
The lovely,
You really don't like those penguins, do you?
All of the cards are going to have all of the sound effects from the RuneScape universe, and we're going to be adding even more on top of it as well. We're now picking up our last set of cards, ready for the final battle. So we've quested along, picking up different things, and we're now going to fight it out to the death. I'm looking pretty good. But
this is going to be close.
Oh, a big hit at the end. A big hit at the end. And Lindsay takes the victory. We go back to the presentation. Fantastic. So, what have you seen?
So, as you've seen from the videos and images, this isn't just an idea, folks. We're not here to pitch you an idea. We're here to show you a game that we're actively making. Not content with a few pictures or small snippets of video, it's time to see, well, we've already done this bit. This is Chronicle in action. Oh. Let's carry on. So, everything you've just seen there was created by a team of just 16 people in under 13 weeks, from nothing to the video you just watched. Although we're proud of how far we've come, we are only at pre-alpha stage, meaning we still have a long way to go before you'll be able to get your hands on this and play it at home. However, we already have 58 unique cards in the game, with 2 playable legends, Lindsay and Raptor, and we can also build decks and start creating our own unique playstyles. A great start, but it's only just the beginning, and we see great things for Chronicle.
So what's to come? What additional things are we going to be adding to the game over the coming months? We're going to be introducing hundreds of new cards, enabling you to build custom decks onto which you can print your own personality and level of customization, putting together cards and characters that have never been placed together before. Many of these new cards will be designed for the raft of new characters we'll be adding to the game as well. Characters we want your help in choosing. Each one of these new characters will embody a certain archetype or style of play within Chronicle, and we hope you'll find one that suits you. On top of this, we'll be adding a card crafting system, enabling you to form new types of decks and cards, all catered around your playstyle. And of course, it wouldn't be RuneScape if we didn't have leaderboards. You'll have the chance to top the charts all over again when Chronicle launches. Plus, we'll be introducing some new gameplay modes to the game that we're really excited about, but we can't talk about much right now. The most important aspect of all of this, though, is you. We need your help in finding out what pieces of content you want to see as the game evolves.
So you might be wondering, how does this fit alongside RuneScape? Now, we wanted to create a game which is playable by everyone, even those who don't play RuneScape. However, we're also excited by what it could share between the game which you already love. So our ideas are early, they're untested and yet to be finalized. However, here are some possibilities. First off, log in and using your RuneScape account and making it playable at the same time. So you can feel free to play a game of Chronicle whilst taking a moment's rest in RuneScape. Also, we're excited about the idea of how you might be able to discover cards within Gielinor itself. Card packs to be found within RuneScape, which then you can collect and open up and play within Chronicle. These ideas are exactly that. They're just ideas. However, over the coming months and with your input, we'll be able to refine and build a clearer picture as to how RuneScape and Chronicle can actually fit together.
So when's all this coming? When can I play Chronicle at home? Well, simply put, we'll be launching sometime in 2015. We love for it to be as early as possible, but we want to make the game the best it can be. So it'll be in your hands when it's ready. And in your hands is where it will be. As well as launching on both PC and Mac, Chronicle will be the first game within the RuneScape universe to make the jump to other devices. 2015 will also see the launch of Chronicle on both tablet and mobile devices.
So that's the game. But we're not quite finished here yet. It's very, very early days for Chronicle, but we're confident it could be a great game. To make it truly great, though, we want you guys, you, the fans and true masters of RuneScape, to get involved. The lore lovers, the PK legends, the grinding gods, you all are the key to making Chronicle magnificent. And this will start today with all you here at RuneFest, because
you can play Chronicle right now, right here, exclusively at RuneFest. Come on. All of you here today have exclusive access to the pre-alpha demo build that we've shown off today. You are the first to get a chance to experience our new game, and we want your feedback firsthand. Ideas, guidance, and other things that will take us on the journey together to make Chronicle an amazing game. The area of RuneFest that was originally locked away, if we could show that, there we go, is now open. The Chronicle Quarter awaits you. You'll find it here on your maps and can visit immediately after we wrap up here on the main stage. From the end of this announcement to the end of RuneFest, you'll have the chance to play Chronicle here today. Almost all of the team are here, and you'll see us all with our fetching Chronicle t-shirts. Very nice. Bit snug, but you know. Please come and visit us. Please come and talk to us. Please come and give us your feedback, and we can help make this game amazing. Plus, as a crazy hazard bonus, the cards that you see there, we've got huge. We've got a life-size one. You can come and you can have your picture taken in it as well. Well, yeah, it's pretty cool. So thank you. And we hope you have some fun playing it. Thank you so much, RuneFest. Thank you for having us here on the main stage. Thank you for listening to our presentation, and hopefully thanks for coming to play the game as well. It has been an absolute pleasure to be up here. But before we go, we need to give a massive shout out to the team who have now gone running off to make sure that the room's ready so that you can all go play it. So it's a massive thank you to those guys for making all this possible. Next up on the main stage, we have a little bit of a break for the cosplay parade in about an hour, and then it's Mod Mark with all of the things you want to see in 2015, which is going to be epic. Exciting times ahead. So, let's go play Chronicle.